This is a compilation of photos and video from my trip in March 2007 to Axum, Ethiopia. The two churches of St. Mary of Zion in Axum are found in a walled compound opposite the famous northern Stele field. The smaller and older of the two churches was built by the Emperor Fasilides in 1655. It's on the site of an even older church that was destroyed by the forces of Mohammed Grang, or the Left-Handed, in 1535. The older church is seen here in the background, behind the yellow and blue chapel in front. The original church may well have been the first Christian church in Africa, built in the 4th or 6th century by perhaps King Ezana or King Caleb. This yellow chapel atop a small museum is on the compound of the old church and is said to house the most sacred relic in all of Ethiopia, the Ark of the Covenant. Here some of my fellow tourists are given a glimpse of some of the treasures of the museum, sacred crosses and crowns that belonged to the earliest emperors and saints of the Orthodox Christian Church. Because women are not permitted on the compound of the old church, the chapel, and the museum, a priest has obligingly brought out some of the relics for us to view at the gates. A sacred illuminated text, a shield, and a recent archaeological find said to be a portrait of the Queen of Sheba herself. The legend of the Queen of Sheba is very important in Ethiopia. It is said that she returned from her visit to King Solomon in Israel bearing his child, and it was his child, King Menelik, who brought the Ark of the Covenant to Ethiopia. It is the season of Lent in the Ethiopian calendar. The drums and other instruments used in the traditional Ethiopian Christian Orthodox services are silent. Only the men in our party have been permitted into the compound of the old church to observe the ceremonial parade of the worshippers and priests at the end of the service. The priests, followed by the male worshippers, circle the outside of the church 3 times.
We have one more, and also for us, for ladies, they will come out to the mat.
Our guide, Mr. Haile Selassie Berhe of Axumite Tours, explains that they will repeat the same processional at the end of the service that is held in the new church, to which women are permitted.
And we talk about to Addis, and 3 months old. I will come back to Axum just to work as a guide. I have been with the professional people to work as a guide for 12 years.
The newer of the two St. Mary of Zion churches was completed in the 1960s by the Emperor Haile Selassie. Queen Elizabeth II attended its dedication. The third circuit of the church by the priests and the worshippers ends the service. We take off our shoes and enter the sanctuary. I'm hoping he'll stop so I can get a closer look at that cross. We're about to be shown a precious illuminated manuscript. Very, very old. They used natural pigments to execute the paintings on vellum. St. George slaying the dragon is a figure I am going to encounter again and again throughout Ethiopia. Our visit to the two churches of St. Mary of Zion comes to an end. Although very recognizable as Christian, the ancient Orthodox Church in Ethiopia has its own particular flavor.